Misconduct hearings into users of and members of a WhatsApp group that was frequented by the likes of Wayne Couzens have now found out their fate. Multiple hearings have been held since November the 28th until Friday the 9th of December relating to PC Gary Bailey of Metropolitan Police, PC William Neville of Metropolitan Police, former PC Jonathon Cobban of Metropolitan Police, former PC Joel Borders of Metropolitan Police, PC Daniel Comfort of Norfolk Constabulary, and PC Matthew Forster of the Civil Nuclear Constabulary. Now, these cretins were all brought up on misconduct charges, but I don't believe they have all faced a court hearing. Jonathon Cobban and former cop Joel Borders were, however, found guilty at the start of November of sending grossly offensive, misogynistic and racist messages into the Bottle and Stoppers, rhyming slang for coppers, WhatsApp group with Sarah Everard's killer Wayne Couzens. William Neville was cleared of sending grossly offensive messages, but Jonathon Cobban and former cop Joel Borders were sentenced to 12 weeks each, although they appealed the sentence and were released while the appeal goes ahead. In the run-up to the misconduct proceedings, the IOPC is said to have examined some 6,000 images and probably saved the ones they laughed at, which included racist and homophobic comments and derogatory remarks aimed at domestic abuse victims, people with disabilities and women. An IOPC spokesman said the Bottles and Stoppers chat group, as it was called, dated back to February 2019. All of the officers involved had previously worked for the Civil Nuclear Constabulary, but had transferred to the Metropolitan Police Service when the messages were sent. During our investigation, we analysed more than 6,000 messages, which included racist and homophobic comments and derogatory remarks aimed at domestic abuse victims, people with disabilities and women. Examples included comments about starving African children eating flies, references to filthy Feltham in the context of the area's diversity, grooming of young foreign girls by buying them prawn balls, and the tasering of children and animals, use of offensive terms such as mong and pikey, and the comment they only have to say yes once in a clear reference to rape and or sexual assault. A remark about dodgy showers at Auschwitz prompted the response. Very popular though. I heard people were queuing up to get into them. Sal Nazim, Regional Director for the IOPC, said the views expressed by these officers do not belong in a civilised society, and as we have said before, social media cannot be a hiding place for them, whether on a public platform or as part of a private group. Behaviour of this kind undermines public confidence in policing, and the dismissal rulings by the panel today send out a strong message that it will not be tolerated. We will continue to ensure, along with police forces, that this type of behaviour is rooted out and those responsible are held to account for their actions. Well now, the part you've all been waiting for. What punishment did this bunch of cretins receive from the police misconduct panel procedures? Well, it's unfortunately nothing we weren't already expecting. PC Gary Bailey and PC Matthew Forster from the Civil Nuclear Constabulary were both sent on their merry way, P45 in hand, as was former PCs Joel Borders, Jonathon Cobban and William Neville, as well as former Norfolk Constabulary PC Daniel Comfort. So nothing really to report about in the way of punishment. Those who had left had avoided any real punishment, and it appears that most had already left. So that was a waste of time, wasn't it? Sorry, but you know I must do these follow-up reports if I've reported on something prior, as it helps with the continuity.